Hello, everybody. This is Peter and Sylvia. We're talking about Christmas today. Um, just for the sake of you knowing why we talk about Christmas, this recording is being made on the 11th of November, and with a bit of luck, it should now be published on the 12th of December. So it would be okay to talk about Christmas at this time. And we've talked about Christmas before, that it's somebody's cup of tea and not other people's cup of tea for various reasons. But the spin we want to put on Christmas in this conversation is about seasonal hype.
Hmm.
We talk about Christmas already, sort of, starting in August, maybe, or even we talked about earlier secretaries, PAs, whatever the titles are, typically book, if they want a good venue, they book the Christmas party venue sometime in May. And you said that somebody also books it on the day for the following year.
Exactly.
So already from December to December, we need to get Christmas in.
Hmm.
I have come across a lot of people over the years who are surprised by Christmas. All of a sudden, Christmas happens upon us. No, it doesn't. It's scheduled in the calendar. It's not like the Ramadan or something else that moves around the year depending on all sorts of things. Christmas is already fixed in the diary.
Hmm.
Me, being Danish, is the 24th in the evening. A lot
Hmm.
of other people celebrate Christmas Day on the 25th, but it's still there. It doesn't move. It doesn't some all of a sudden sit in September one year and July the next or some other month. So we know it's coming. And I think, well, when do I start planning, doing Christmassy stuff? 1st of December.
Hmm.
But like everybody else, I get the commercials, the stuff through the letterbox at around August, and
Hmm.
the supermarkets, the DIY stores, they clear away the summer stuff back end of August to make place for Christmas.
Hmm.
Well, and then a little bit of Halloween squeezing in between. So, do we ever not have the next seasonal thing on the go?
Hmm.
I
It's
think.
interesting because, say, we're recording this in November, and on the television we already have the Christmas adverts. I went to the garden centre over the weekend to get a couple of bits, and they've already got all their Christmas decorations. Um, and I get it. We've got, you say, the hype of Christmas. Christmas is coming. We know when it's coming. Picking up on your point, it's not like Easter that shifts around. We know it's the 24th and 25th of December. And to a lot of people, it's as if it's never happened before. Oh my goodness me, Christmas is coming. What do we do? What do we do? Well, it happens every year. But I suppose it's at what point does each individual or family or household get involved in the hype of Christmas? Um, my next door neighbours, they generally put their tree up mid-November. Hasn't gone up yet. I'm expecting that to go up in the next few days. For me, Christmas doesn't happen till December, and the hype. I don't. I do like Christmas, but it's not my favourite time of year. And I'm already thinking about Christmas presents. Only so just to get them done and out of the way, so I can enjoy the run up to Christmas, not running around the shops like a lot of other people, like, you know, frantic buying presents. I want to enjoy it, enjoy the sparkle, enjoy the trees, enjoy seeing the people that I want to see, as opposed to, oh, while I'm going over there, I can pick that present up and I can buy this, I'm going to do that. No, I want to enjoy it. So, but also quite often I will do it like the week before. A lot
I
of
don't.
people I know at the moment are already planning their Christmas presents, thinking, "Oh, really? No, I'll do it the week before," and it always works out. It always all gets done.
Hmm.
People have a great time. It's no big deal, really.
But why are we doing all this Christmas hype? I
Mm.
know you just talked about buying your Christmas presents now. I actually bought a Christmas present for my brother a couple of months ago, if not more. I was
Hmm.
in a bookshop. I saw a book that I knew that would be exactly what he would
Yeah.
like. So I
Mm.
was there. The book was there. Why not just buy it?
Exactly. Yeah.
It wasn't planned at all, but
Mm.
the thought just crossed my mind.
Mm.
So great. I've got one tick in the box already.
Yeah.
But I just wonder why do we make it such a big deal? The
Mm.
Christmas, the Easter, the Halloween.
Mm.
It won't be long after Christmas has stopped before it's now Valentine's Day.
Hmm.
And it'll be pink hearts and everything. And we've hardly finished that. And then the Easter stuff is in the shops.
Mm.
Are we getting so hyped up about this to forget, to
Hmm.
inject some joy, some light, something into our hamster wheel lives?
Mm.
Is that it, or is it just purely commercial? We are falling victim to the commercial side of things.
Well, there's another angle, isn't it? And a lot of people will say, and will probably acknowledge the fact that commercialization of lots of different festivities for all different cultures and different um, areas. Uh, but why is it that we allow ourselves to get caught up in the hype? As we said earlier, we already got the Christmas adverts on the television from the major supermarkets.
Mm.
Um, and from a business point of view, where's supply and demand? Is it the population, the people wanting that now, or is it the commercialization giving that now, supplying that now, that we then match the demand of that, or we feel we have to match the demand of that? So, there's another whole conversation around the commercialization of all these festivities. But for me, it's interesting how, as individuals, we allow ourselves to get caught up in that hype, as opposed to thinking for ourselves. And perhaps this is me thinking for ourselves, actually, no, I've got Christmas sorted. I have got Christmas, not me, but I as an individual have got Christmas sorted. I don't need to be rushing here, there, and everywhere. I know what I need. I know what I want. I know what I'd like to have happen, and not get caught up in this hype. Because it's always there, as you say. We know Christmas comes around the same days every year. And also, are we subjected to or being pressurized by other people? X down the road has put their tree up, I need to put mine up. Or X down the road, they're going to get their kid this bike for Christmas, so therefore I need to do the same. Where is that individuality, sorting out for ourselves what we want for ourselves and for our families? And that's another whole area, isn't it? Keeping up with the Joneses, for want of a better phrase. Parents don't want their child to be the odd one out, not having the new bike, or not having the new phone, or not having something. And it is a very, very powerful dilemma for a lot of people to have, to not get caught up in the hype of Christmas.
And I think this comparing with other people, or as you said, keeping up with the Joneses, there's a lot of pressure
Mm.
that can be very difficult to withstand, and especially if you're not particularly wealthy.
Mm.
Um, Indeed, if you're just scraping by,
Mm.
then you want to do something for your children, for example. You want to make something extra, and you've got nothing to do anything extra with. Then Christmas can become quite a hard period to get through.
Mm.
And I've also seen just in the papers yesterday that I think it's Aldi who has a wooden toy series, and one of them, a toy, is called Cuthbert the Caterpillar. It retails at £7.99, and people are buying it in bulk and then reselling it on the internet, and as high as £255, because it is the must-have toy, apparently. So every year there's something that everybody must have or think they need because it's the in thing, and you don't want to be seen dead at school next year if you haven't got this one thing for Christmas. So there's a lot of pressure, which I think is a shame,
Mm-hmm.
because we forget actually just to be with one another.
Mm-hmm.
It's about what do I get? And there's a lot I hear so many stories from clients that they either hate Christmas because they can't afford it, or because all the presents that they buy are being received with not much joy. It's
Mm,
ungrateful. It wasn't this, it wasn't that.
mm,
So this was not how Christmas started. And this
mm,
is not a religious debate. And as we know, Christmas is not a Christian thing. It's a pagan thing that was introduced into Christianity to get more followers. Um, I would probably be shot for saying this, but I think that's how it hangs together. So are we becoming slaves to all these festivities? I know we'll be talking about in February again how Valentine's Day is a pointless and commercial thing. But again, it's huge hype, the build up and the crash afterwards.
mm.
Um, so do we have an after Christmas crash?
Well, there's always what they call the Blue Monday, don't they? In January. Um, the anticlimax after Christmas. People may recall I'm not a great Christmas fan for all sorts of reasons. At the same time, I'm not anti-Christmas. As I said, for me, Christmas is about, and for me, it's how it should be, is spending time with your loved ones, having some fun and enjoying that. And it's not about, and I suppose perhaps it's an age thing. As you get older, generally got stuff that you need. At the same time, for those that are really struggling, the pressure to be able to do Christmas is very, very hard. But for me, and perhaps I'm looking at it a bit simplistically, we can enjoy these things without spending loads and loads of money. You know, giving someone a hug, giving someone something very, very simple to someone can mean an awful lot. We've mentioned this before because behind every face there is a story. And for someone, just giving someone very simple, come round for a drink, let's go for a walk and have a celebration that way. That can mean so much more than any gift that costs, 200 quid or 50 quid, it doesn't matter the cost of it. And for me, that's what Christmas is all about. I'm personally a New Year person. I love New Year. I love that new beginning, new thing, what's going to happen, spring's on its way, all that type of stuff. But for me, Christmas is it's about simplicity for me. Spending time with the people that you want to spend it with. And for me, not the people that you feel obligated to spend it with. I spend it with the people that bring me joy. And it's as simple as that.
And Christmas is also a lot about tradition,
Yeah.
I think. Some of them are lovely, some of them you do out of duty.
Brussels sprouts.
Yes, let's not mention Brussels sprouts. They are not necessary. And again, I'll be killed for saying this by some people who love them.
Mm.
Um, but let
But it's
us,
part of the tradition, isn't it? It's
it's
the tradition of Christmas, and sometimes the tradition is, you have the Brussels sprouts that we don't particularly enjoy, but it's the tradition of having it. And that coming together, for me, is what Christmas is all about. Whatever it is, it's on the table. It might be one cheese sandwich. It doesn't matter, if,
see,
because some people, that's all they can afford. And let's
this
not
is
forget
where
that.
I've always been taught different. If we don't like Brussels sprouts for Christmas or at all, let's not have them.
Mm,
So it might be a traditional Christmas food, but if you don't enjoy it, why bother?
mm,
Don't do it.
mm,
So on this note, do what you enjoy.
mm,
Think about who you enjoy doing it with.
mm,
And yes, there might be some duty visits,
mm.
um, but sometimes we have to do things we may not really enjoy, but it could please other people. So on the 11th of November, let's wish everybody a very happy Christmas.
I
To
know,
people who
just
want
one
to.
message for me is just simply be kind to each other. Christmas about kindness. The people that the haves and the have nots, just be kind.
And if you can be kind at Christmas, you can be kind all year round.
Indeed.
Thank you so much for watching. Take
Thank
care.
you. Bye bye.